What is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today we'll hop straight into the screen recording what we got going on for you guys. As we're going to be getting into a few recent sneaker drops in the last month and a half, even last week. Basically discussing if they're a sell or hold, because I know a lot of you guys are going to be curious about these recent drops. And like, hey, you know, maybe you have one of these pairs and you're going to want to know what to do with it if you're a reseller, or maybe you're a collector and you're like, man, there's this other pair coming up I really want, and I just got this one that I haven't worn yet. What do I do? And no worries, I'll explain what you can do in this video. If you can maybe just sell off this pair and then get the next one, or start stacking your money now and preparing. So we'll get into it. If y'all want more content like this, feel free to check my Instagrams, any of that down below. You can check my friend and I's group as well, our Instagram, our Twitter. See some recent success we've had. We help people cop plenty of the lost and founds, our reviews as well, so you know we're legit. Again, we've really been helping people out. So check us out, join that wait list if you guys want to, or even our free trial if you want to test that for the Cerritos drop, just a little 7-day trial. Hope to see y'all there. Check that out and see how we can help you cop this pair with daily undermarket deals we'll have for this one, botters running for you on Nike, etc., teaching you how to bot. So that's all I need to say. I hope y'all will enjoy and see you guys there. But let's get started. So the first one I want to discuss, I recently made a video on this and I want to continue discussing the sneaker. I'm going to make an update on this one after the official release, but this is just kind of the last thing I'll say about it before I make that video. So we got the Thunder 4s in men's and grade school sizes. First thing I want to say, grade school sizes is such a huge opportunity for this shoe. I think it's the biggest opportunity. I think the men's sizes are really going to tank in price, and that's a good thing. You know, for my people that like holding, or even for my people that like collecting, hey, you'll be able to get a pair really close to retail, I feel like, for this release. There's so many raffles. We had the in-store ones for Dick's today, a couple other things like that. I've just seen a ton of stock, and we still, I mean, we had the shock drop before on sneakers, and we still have the main release on the way. Like, there is going to be plenty of pairs of Thunder 4s. Like, they will probably sit in smaller sizes. And I just want to say, out of all the sneakers that have sat and not sat recently, in February we had Pandas not sitting still, right? They were still selling out. Now they're sitting, but even on Nike they still sell out. So I just want to give you all a little comparison of the sneakers that are sitting versus selling right now. Pandas are starting to sit, but back in February they were still selling. Point being, coming down to the popularity of the Thunder 4s, I just don't feel like it is fully there. I mean, I know people like this sneaker, and looking at a comparison with the Red Thunders, I mean, look at the prices of these two. I mean, if you look at the prices of these two, you're like, yeah, why would I not hold, you know, the yellow version? Like, it's the exact same type of sneaker, basically, just a different colorway. Like, why would I not hold it? And I fully agree. You should definitely hold big sizes of Thunder 4s if you have time, and the grade school sizes as well. No grade school, you know, 4s whatsoever go this close to retail price. I mean, they're at like 160, 170, so like they're right there at their retail price. That is not normal. So I just want to say, we'll probably have them sitting even at a couple of in-store locations, things like that. You can use our monitors in the group. Again, you can test this free for a couple days if y'all are interested. Even check and see if you got Thunder 4s at your local spots. Go cook those with 15% off in-store, things like that. That's another reason prices are low for some of the Thunder 4s in smaller sizes in grade schools, because they're just laying it at outlets, and people are running that up with in-store on apps. But I still think they're a hold, definitely not a sell. But if you have a pair now and you're maybe like, hey, I'm a little bit concerned, I don't really want to be holding on to them, just sell it off. That would be your best bet, and then you know, look into the next release. Cerritos will be a much better hold. Or even this SB right here, the Run the Jewels SB, recently dropped on sneakers. Again, pretty popular sneaker. And in hand, I mean, the details on the shoe go absolutely crazy. I can tell you from my personal pair, I'm a huge fan of the RTJ SB, and I definitely think they did a great job. Anything icy sole, again, I always encourage the hold on, especially if it's an SB. Just go look at the Wiser sats. Those have been kind of slowly rising, and I think those will kind of play very similar to those. They even have a little bit more hype, I think, on them. Maybe. I think it's around the same in terms of like when these ones, you know, on drop day, and same with the Wiser sats. I think those had about the same amount of hype on drop day. But looking at it, SBs keep on getting more and more hype, so why would you not hold on to these? I mean, if you have a personal pair, I think that's already a good bet. So I've been buying up a couple of these. I feel like it'll definitely be a good play for the future, especially in those bigger, I mean, the bigger sizes are already higher in price. So I feel like the best ones you can get right now are going to be 9.5, 10, 10.5. Those are all sizes that'll be 230, 250 in the future, soon actually. I feel like, and they're also more popular like sizes to wear, so very easy sales locally. Just want to mention that. And another one, again, I've already mentioned this as a hold in this video, the Cerritos SB. I mean, the hype for this sneaker is unreal. I mean, look, it already has the lightning bolt symbol, 300 sales in 3 days before its main release. It did release at skate shops yesterday, right? Today's the 7th, or no, today's the 6th, so it's releasing at skate shops today. And look, I mean, we are already having this much hype behind it. So the sneakers drop hasn't even happened. Majority of raffles are still coming out for the sneaker, and we already have people buying this one up at, look at these prices right here. We have a range of $350 to $400. So, I mean, I said I could see these at a range of $230 to $270. I don't know about that anymore. I mean, we still have the sneakers drop on the way. We still have some skate shop releases on the way, but I don't know. I gotta be real. I feel like these might even stay a little bit higher than that. Like, I'm talking smaller sizes might be at $260, $270, and big sizes, I'm talking like $300, $290. I'm thinking that's where we may see these ones settle. And of course, it'll be a good hold for the future. I mean, early pairs for this one were going for $800. I saw these ones selling at $600 a week ago. Basically, if you're patient, you'll be able to make your money on this one. Just get a few pairs, forget about them, come back to them in like 2 years. You'll be up a very solid amount. So that's pretty much how I'm thinking about these. I mean, iconic pair. Maybe not iconic. I don't want to just like toss that word out there. But in terms of, kind of like a unique step for SB, I definitely think that is, where I'd put this one. Because it's definitely a unique SB. And Nike's been killing it this year with SB. It is an amazing year. I mean, a lot of really good collectible SBs for the long term, and one set in the future will just be very expensive, but I'm talking very, very far down the line, years and years, like 10, 15 years. A lot of very valuable, good looking pairs. Just want to mention that. So anything SB right now, I'm not going to encourage to sell on. I'm telling you, it's money right now. So aside from that, we also have the Jordan Mundo Travis Scott. I know some people are interested in the idea of holding this one, and I will say this for the sneaker. If you look at the current prices, again, very, very popular sneaker, and this one goes for a solid amount of money. But this is one of those shoes, again, I'm going to continue to kind of encourage to sell on, unless, again, you're someone that is willing to wait long term. Because if you're willing to wait a year or two for this sneaker, then it will become a good bet. Because don't forget, they're not making any more Travis Scott lows. So if you have the capital just to hold on to them, probably a good idea, since again, they will no longer be made. So it's just one of those ones where it's like, all right, all we need is time, since it still has that hype, but there isn't any more being produced. So just keep that in mind. That's how I'm looking at this pair right here. It is a good long-term bet, but right now, short-term, if you just have a pair that you hit for retail and you're like, all right, I'm not really interested in holding onto it, get that sale, focus on the future releases, keep that income flowing. That's really what I recommend. But if you're, stable, steady, you're not really stressing about it, then yeah, go ahead, hold on to them. Why not? They're not being made anymore. So, I mean, it's just like one of those things, when something's no longer being made and the demand stays the same, you just give it time, and that's really how this one is. And next up, we got the pink foam red white grade school pair, also known as, I think it was it was like last year, not this year, because we did have that Valentine's Day dunk low, like the actual like men's pair. These used to be known as the Valentine's Day dunk low. I think that was like originally what people are nicknaming it, because it did drop around February, if I'm correct, for its original release. I'd originally encouraged to hold on this one. It worked out very well. These were at like $250, but now we have another drop coming on May 10th on Nike, so don't forget about that. These will again be a very, very good hold opportunity. The stock's not going to be crazy on Nike, and again, we just have people bulk selling their pairs off. Like the people that have a ton of them are like, all right, I'm cashing out on this hold. I'm focusing on other upcoming ones, Thunders, etc. So you see people are really selling those off that have majority of the pairs and have the capital. So that's how I'm looking at this one. I'm gonna buy a couple up. Why not? Because I mean, they're lower in price right now, and these used to, look what they used to go for. I mean, it's all here. Oh, that's not working. I'm gonna have to refresh. Maybe you see what I'm saying though. Like these used to go for $220, $230, and they've dropped a ton. So I mean, I'm just gonna wait for back to school. You know what I mean? Give these ones some time. I mean, that's really how I'm looking at this one. So if anybody has these for sale, hit me up on Instagram. I'm buying. We'll do a deal there for sure, because these are definitely a good bet. And the Nike drops on the way. So I know people are waiting for that to buy up pairs, but why would you not buy a 6Y through 7Y right now? I mean, 120, 140 is a pretty nice range, but I will say that it could be like a fuchsia dunk low situation where they do drop actually like a fair amount of pairs, and it drops a good amount in price. So maybe be wary. But hey, 7Y 120, that's actually a fair buy. Like if you can find someone selling you a pair for 120, 125, 130, that's fair to buy in. You might lose a little bit like after they drop on Nike, but I mean probably not much, because I don't think stock's going to be crazy. But they have been loaded up for a bit. We will see. I do hope for good stock, but can't guarantee anything. And the final two ones I want to mention would be the gray gum SV Dunk Low and also the wash pinks. Wash pinks in big sizes sell. Like I'm talking 10.5 plus. Sell these. You really shouldn't be holding on to them. But if you're someone that has the small sizes, for example, sizes 7W through 9W, please hold on to this sneaker. Go look at the denim Air Jordan 1 for reference. That it was a very good play. And those are the popular sizes for Jordan 1s. And again, this is a pink Jordan 1. Pink suede, beautiful materials. I've had this one in hand. I definitely still want to get a couple to hold on to just because I think those sizes like 8W, 9W are really going to be some money because, again, they tend to be popular sizes across the board for Jordan 1s, especially in women's sizing. So, I mean, this is just overall a really good women's Jordan 1. Like, this is like what Nike should have done, and it also is a series to like the Turbo Green, other very valuable pairs of Jordan 1s that like have the same material on them and use the same materials across the sneaker, just different colorways. So keep that in mind. Hyper Royals, also again, same materials, but just different colorways. So I'm looking at this one from a few angles. Very well done pair. Shout out Nike. I need to get a couple more. And this one right here, again, hold on to them. In the big sizes, I would say mainly. But I've heard some rumors that people are saying Nike's going to try and keep these in stock over and over and over, kind of like a Panda Dunk situation. And the only thing I'm going to say is we will see. I would like to see Nike do that, but I mean, the recent restock we had for Grey Gums had like, what, a couple thousand pairs? I mean, it was really not a restock of any sorts. Like, not many people really hit on that one. So kind of thinking of that, that's how I'm more or less looking at this sneaker. It depends how much stock Nike will actually deliver us, on these restocks. So hopefully they'll be good and healthy restocks if they end up following through with that on this pair, but we have to see. It all depends. So aside from that, yeah, that's really all I need to mention about these pairs that I would hold on to this year. There's a lot of really good holds for the long term. Like, if you were patient, you have the capital, yeah, do that. Hold on to some of these. So that's all I will be mentioning. Again, check our Twitter down below. Again, our group, you can join the free trial link. I'll pin that in the comments if you guys are interested in just checking us out for a few days free. Then you guys can do that, learn about what we offer, our features, etc. And yeah, then you guys can use that and hopefully start cooking more as a reseller, improve your game, start sourcing more pairs with our daily deals, backdoors, everything that we offer within the group. And yeah, I hope to see you guys there. So I'm ending that screen recording. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below, whether it's related to the video, the group, anything like that. And I hope to see you all there in the group. You can at me once you join. Let me know. I'd love to see you guys there. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I need to say. Get a few free days and start becoming a better reseller, collector, whatever it is. So I'm Tristan. Thank you guys, and I'll catch y'all then in the next video. Peace.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the tea. Now water can flow or it can crash.